son Jimmy?
No, me and Em are going to go to the Aussie. See how he is.
Do you reckon he said anything to the busies?
No. If he had, they would well be on the bounce by now.
Yeah, but what if they're biding their time, waiting to see what else he says?
Do you know what you're sweating for?
Oh, and you're not?
No. Look, Steve, what kind of state do you reckon he was in when they picked him up, eh? And even if he has said anything to the busies about us knocking that fella's gear off, not likely to believe him, are they?
Maybe not.
I'll have a word with him when we go in. Try and find out exactly what he said.
All this aggravating for what? A couple of Easter eggs and some lippy?
Tell me about it. You still have to sort me out with that van?
If you like.
Oh, yeah.
There's no chance today, actually, but you'd need the money up front.
No props?
Yeah, if you can sort there.
When? When I can sort there?
Well, after that, just have to hope Jimmy doesn't drop us in it. Or the only van we'll be seeing is the one taking us to court.
Want me to walk you around?
No, I'll be fine on my own.
Not quite as scary now Imelda's been excluded.
She'll be back though, won't she?
Yeah, and she'll be too worried about getting expelled to pay you any mind.
You think?
I know. Listen, Anthony, the school are on your side. They know what's been going on. That's why they've excluded her in the first place. If she even looks at you the wrong way, her feet won't touch the ground. Now, have you packed your sports kit?
Yeah, it's footy today.
You don't like that much, do you?
Well, because I'm not that good at it. They always pick me last and stick me in goal. It's freezing being stuck in goal.
Do you want me to pack you an extra vest?
Oh, you couldn't give us a note, could you? Like something wrong with my foot or something?
I thought this was your big chance to get things back to normal. Put what's been going on behind you.
It is.
You don't want to be left on the sidelines.
Well, can't I have the plans without the specification? Oh, all right then. Well, as soon as you can. Bye-bye.
Should I come back later?
No, it's all right. I was just trying to pin down the architect.
Having work done at the restaurant?
No, here, the house. We're having it extended, side and back.
Rather you than me.
So, what did you want to see me about?
Oh, I brought you the minutes of the last governor's meeting.
Oh, thanks. Well, there was no bother, you know. I could have easily emailed them.
Well, I was in the neighbourhood, so...
Oh, well, there's quite a bit of light reading here, then.
Well, in case you nodded off first time round.
Would you, coffee?
Ah, thought you'd never ask.
Actually, you know, I was going to call you.
Oh, yeah? What for? Nice.
Oh, thanks, yeah. Well, I wanted a bit of advice. It's a bit embarrassing, really. It was... I've been approached by Anthony Murray's father. It's a bit awkward, really.
Oh, is this about the recent development?
I don't...
Oh, I thought you would have heard with you being a neighbour.
Heard what?
Imelda Clough's now on the fast track to exclusion. She had another go at him, apparently.
Is Anthony all right?
Luckily, yes. Can't say how Chairman George will view it all in relation to our league table performance, though.
Still can't tolerate antisocial behaviour.
Oh, good Lord, no. All we're doing is passing the problem on to another school. Which is exactly how we ended up with a little terror like Imelda in the first place.
Not as if she's had enough chances already.
It's down to the parents, if you ask me.
He's always been a bit pompous, hasn't he, old George?
Aren't we all? But most of us don't make a career out of it.
True. And what about you? Why are you on the school governors?
Gets me out the house, exercises the grey matter, and I get to meet interesting people.
Oh, it stinks. Oh, sorry. I forgot they were in there. How much is it? The lot, $3.5 grand. So don't go buy me a lemonade.
You've been keeping this lot in the house. Weren't you worried about getting it robbed?
Very funny. You're not nervous about carrying it on your own, are you?
No, I'll be all right.
Good. I've got a lot riding on this.
Listen, this man in the van, like, it'll be hard craft, you know.
Yeah, what scares me a lot less than him bending me ear about staying straight.
What was that?
See? Nothing gets past there.
Just as well someone's looking out for you.
No, Steve, go on the auction the savvy. He's going to sort me out with the van.
How much have you given?
The lot?
What? The full 3.5? Well, what about Nikki?
I'm sorry, but how many times has she asked? She knocked me back. Said she didn't want me dirty money.
Yeah, don't blame her, it reeks.
Well, what if she changes her mind? Tim, I said to
How many times does she have to ask, eh? I said no, she's had a chance.
Has she now?
Yes, she has.
Not in my book, she hasn't.
Look, if this is going to get domestic...
No, you don't have to go anywhere, Steve.
Yes, there is. Do you want? I need to talk to you.
Right, Rachel, I'm off to bed.
Before you go, there's something that I need to tell you.
I'm gonna fall asleep standing up if I don't get me a done in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but... Oh, well, I should have mentioned this earlier, really.
Rachel, you're starting to worry me now. What is it?
Well, it's nothing bad, honest.
Oh, come on then, just tell me what it is.
Okay, I've agreed to look after Harry and Emma for Jacqui.
What, today, you mean?
No, full time. She's a bit stuck, you know, where they're going back to work.
Rachel, I thought you said there's no way you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to let some stupid row get in the way of making a living. And Jackie's going to be paying me the going rate.
Oh, well, that's big of it.
Don't be like that. I think it's a really good idea. And Jacqui knows that her two will be in good hands.
Yeah, which means she can get back to swanning about like Lady Muck.
Now, do you see why I didn't want to tell you? I knew you'd be like this.
I'm sorry, Rach, but this is typical Jacqui. She plays a bare mum for 5 minutes, realises it's hard graft, and then dumps her two on us.
Don't be such a grump. She's been really good so far, and she gave me an advance.
How much?
2 weeks' money, which means that we can still go out for my birthday.
Which means that you'll be paying for it. What sort of a husband am I?
It doesn't matter who's paying. The main thing is that we enjoy ourselves.
And will Jacqui look after Beth as well, will she?
No, but I can take her around there, so I'll be with her all day and be getting paid for it. Now go to bed.
Okay.
Never mind you and your mate and your stupid plans.
No.
She's my sister. Oh, she's got plans of her own, you know. My dad had plans for her.
Yeah, but...
So she's the only person in our family to ever go to college. And I'm not about to let you go and spoil it on some stupid idea.
Idea? It's not an idea, it's a plan.
What? Some minty old van that you're going to get off Flash Harry's mate?
Flash Harry. Steve.
Tim, we said no. We agreed that money was for our Nikki.
Hey, what was that for?
Don't look at me as I'm some sort of...
Why? Because you are, hey? No, you listen. I'm doing this because of what we said. Get something legit going which you could try and work at. Build something for the future.
Yeah, and I want to help Nikki.
Yeah, and you can. We can. Even more if we got some regular cash coming in. It's an investment, Em.
I know, but you said there's going to be no more lies.
Oh, I didn't lie. I just didn't have the chance to tell you. Do you have to do that?
What do you expect?
And do you really need me to tell you, eh?
Don't let me interrupt.
What's the matter?
It's my fancy man from uni.
Well, we offered you the money.
You don't know. I told you where you can stick your dodgy cash.
Looks like you've just got yourself a van.
Shall I stick the kettle on?
You might as well. Seems to have quietened down in here. Has Sammy mentioned anything to you about finding a flat of her own?
Joking, aren't you? Take a ton of dynamite to shift off Sammy once she gets settled.
You couldn't have a word with her for me, could you?
I'll try, but I'm making no promises. And it's Louise I'm worried about.
Why she said anything about being unhappy? Problems at school? Anything like that?
No.
Well, what are you worried about then? You know, kids at that age, they're more resilient than you. Yeah, Gary now.
Do you think he knows we're here? I mean, he looks like a zombie.
Shh. He might be able to hear you. Get some change. Go and get us some coffees, eh?
Yeah.
Jimmy? Jimmy? Can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you. I'm not deaf. Sinbad was deaf. I'm not deaf. Or dumb.
I need to ask you something, Jimmy.
My uncle, he was deaf and all. They say it runs in families being deaf. Or is that something else? The busies. You know why they call them that, don't you? Because they're always busy, busy little bees. They are.
What have you said to them, Jimmy?
I was only going for a walk. King of the road, that was me. Walking along, bothering no one.
I need to know what you've told them.
This is a free country. That's what they say. Not for me. Not for Jimmy Corkill.
What have you said to them, Jimmy?
He's not allowed to walk the Queen's Highway anymore. The Queen, she's one and all. And they wouldn't stop her from walking. I had a right to defend myself.
Defend yourself? What have you done, Jimmy?
Can you get up, Jamie? Yeah?
There you go. Now, Nurse Patrick's going to show you and your mum into my surgery. I can take a proper look at you. I think she's fine, really.
What do you think it was?
It's an epileptic fit, most probably.
I thought they were all over the place, that they were having a fit.
Not always, no. I mean, sometimes they just lose consciousness for a few seconds. It looks a lot more dangerous than it actually is. The main risk would have been if she'd been on her own and banged her head and swallowed her tongue or something. Are you all right?
Yeah, it's just took me by surprise, that's all.
Well, you look pretty calm to me.
That's a job, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the most important part. Always make the people think you know what you're doing. You're still on for this flat warming tonight, yeah?
Oh, I'm looking forward to a drink after that.
You hit one of the busies.
I had to. It was self-defence.
It's just brilliant, isn't it?
Don't worry, I never said anything to them. I'm no grass.
Oh, so how did they get hold of Bev then, eh?
Well, all right, I might have said something about her. You know what it's like when you're having a bit of a gab. But I never mentioned your name.
Oh, sorry, I could only find one of them machines.
Never mind the flaming coffees.
You need to bite me head off.
He belted one of the busies.
You what?
He told me just now.
Oh, he's probably making it up.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, so what if he did?
Look, I've only been listening. If he's had to go with one of them, they're not going to let it drop. And they'll want to get him on everything they can. So if he said anything about that robbery, we're knackered.
Right, come on, kids. 10 more minutes and then we'll go see your Auntie Rachel.
There we are.
Do you hear me, Harry? Hey?
Right. Do you know those children have seen more films than I have in my entire life?
Excuse me, don't knock it. It keeps them quiet.
Oh, by the way, did you ask Rachel to keep an eye on the children for a few hours tonight as well?
How come?
The new doctor's party. Oh, come on, don't tell me you've forgotten.
Who's been drinking out of my mugs?
That was Gabby Thaxter. She popped round.
Oh, yeah, what did she want?
Well, she just dropped off the minutes from the last governor's meeting.
Why did she bring them round here?
I don't know. No, she said she was in the area.
Oh, did she now? Still reminding you of Patricia?
Do you know, I make one tiny little comment and you'll never let me forget it.
I'm only teasing.
Well, I hope you are. There's only one woman I've got eyes for.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere, Mr. Farnham.
Really?
No, watch my lipstick. I've got a meeting in 10 minutes at the club.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Well, I wonder why I'm there half the time. I mean, I know Sol made a big mistake taking Sammy on, but... Well, he's got the place running like clockwork, I'll give him that.
I wish I had something like that at the restaurant.
Yeah, it is less stressful, but do you know what? It is boring.
Sounds like you need a fresh challenge.
Well, funnily enough, Rachel asked me if I'd thought about investing in Bev's bar.
That's a disaster. It's not even open.
Yeah, well, that's why Rachel suggested it.
Don't tell me you're even thinking about that.
Oh, no. How is he? They just give him a few more tablets.
Yeah, he was getting a bit excited. Rambling on without making much sense.
He said it's going to take him a few more days to come down.
Did he say anything else?
Like what?
All about the busies or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did he say?
I don't know if they're going to take it any further, but they had to charge him.
With what?
Something to do with him having a go at one of the busies, you know, when they picked him up.
Is that all?
Why all the interest?
No, it's just we're worried about him, aren't we, Tim?
I mean, the sooner he's back to his senses, the better, eh?
So, when do you think he's going to be able to come home?
As soon as he's stabilised.
Good. Get him out of this place, eh?
Yeah.
How was school?
Fine.
That good? What did you do?
Dunno. The usual. Double maths. Geography. Oh, I can't stand that Mrs. Ramage.
She a geography teacher?
Yeah. She's horrible. She gobs at you when she shouts.
She wasn't shouting at you, I hope.
Oh, no. The lad next to me. She's still giving me a shower, though.
How did games go?
Great.
I thought it was football.
Oh, it was. I got picked straight off. We battered that other lot. 12-1 it was.
Well, I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourself. Much better now that Imelda's gone, isn't it?
Will you be really kicking it out for good when she gets back next week?
That's what the head says.
This place is depressing.
Voicemail again? Where is he?
Oh, calm down, will you? I'll only be at that auction place.
Yeah, well, he better not have done a runner.
Steve Murray, I can hardly see it somehow. I mean, how far's £3.5 grand going to get him? It hardly pays for a flight to South America and plastic surgery, does it? Do you think this place is depressing?
I don't know. It just seems dead weird not having Jimmy around, doesn't it? It's that quiet.
I reckon, right, it could do with a big, massive makeover.
Do you reckon Jimmy will be okay?
Depends what you mean by okay. I mean, they should be able to get him stable in the Aussie, but he's going to have to stay on his drugs.
Do you reckon he could go mad again? I mean, because he was raving when we had him in that room, and then he went and had to go that busy.
Emily, you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Jimmy would not hate to fly. He's probably more frightened than that busy, and that's why he lashed out.
Oh, Jimmy isn't the only one who needs to take a chill pill round here, if you'd ask me.
What's going on?
It's just some deal that he's got with Steve Murray.
Oh, the less I knew, the better.
No, it's nothing dodgy or nothing. This kitchen makes in there look minging.
Who's going to pay for this big makeover?
Me?
Right. Well, before you go splashing out, there's something I need to ask you.
Max! Hi. Oh, I believe you two...
Yeah. Hiya, you all right?
We brought you this. Oh, thank you very much. Can I take your coats? Oh, thank you.
Typical doctor. Always desperate to get your kit off.
Pay no attention. Over fertile imagination, that one.
Max, glad you could come.
Hey. Oh, this is Gabby Thaxter.
Ah, not tonight. Gabby Parr. Gary's my husband.
So, they're definitely going to kick you out.
Well, they didn't put it like that, but they wouldn't mark any of my work. They wouldn't let me take any of my exams, so it's as good as.
Well, won't they give you a bit more time?
What do you have? So, I was wondering if the offer of the £1,000 still stood.
Thought you didn't want any of our dirty money.
I know what I said, but I'm really getting desperate. I wouldn't be asking you otherwise.
No. I'm sorry for getting naughty.
Oh, it's all right, you've got every right to. There's me getting all high and mighty, and now I'm asking you for a favour. Please, how can I have it?
Nick, I'd love to help you, and so would Tim, but...
But what?
This deal that Tim's doing with Steve, he's buying him a van so that he can stay legit.
Tim? Legit?
He is. It's the gospel truth. You should have said earlier.
I didn't know how to. Especially after the way I'd knocked you back before.
I'm sorry, Nick. I'd really love to help you, and if I had it, I'd give it to you, but we're going to be living on everything that I bring in from the salon until Tim finds some more work.
It's okay, I'll manage.
Are you sure? Nick, why don't you ring me mum? She wouldn't want you dropping out over money.
No, I've fleeced her already. Now, I got myself into this mess, and I'm just going to have to figure out a way to get myself out of it. And she doesn't look anything like Patricia.
I didn't say she looked like her. I said she reminded me of her, which is two different things.
Yeah, well, she's a lot younger for the start. Gary was brilliant, though, wasn't he, Nish?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What was that?
We're just talking about the little girl who had a fit in the surgery today.
Yeah, it turned out she had skipped her medication after all.
Is that why she has another fit?
Yeah. She'd been fine for 6 months, so Mum decided to stop giving it to her without talking to me first.
Did you tear a strip off her?
I think she got the message seeing her daughter like that, really. I just wish people would listen, you know?
I don't know what it is about this time of the year and people not taking the tablets.
We had another patient stop taking his lithium and ended up in casualty after a brief wander through the tunnel.
Still, there's not a lot you can do about it if people won't take your advice, is there?
The main thing nowadays is to make sure it's down on paper somewhere that you advise them in the first place. If anything had happened to her, you'd have been the one in the firing line.
You know, there's something not right when the paperwork's more important than the patients.
I should have told you what Gary did, but, well, I like to keep it quiet. I think people are afraid that he'll have told me all about him fiddling with their bits.
He doesn't, does he?
Not unless he's had a lot to drink.
I think she's playing a lot.
Oh, hiya. How are you? Fine.
Casey, I'm sorry I haven't been normal, but you know we're going back to work and everything.
I understand. You've got a life.
It's just been mad busy getting the kids sorted out and that. But you know, it's starting to calm down a bit now, so if you want to get together.
Oh, yeah, I would. I was having lunch tomorrow.
I'd love to, but I can't.
How come? What are you doing that's more important than seeing your Betty for the first time in ages?
Actually, I'm going to visit my dad.
Right.
Where have you been? I've been trying your mobile for ages.
Sorry, mate. Battery was low, so I switched it off. Didn't think I'd done one with your money, did you?
No, of course not.
So what do you reckon?
Yeah, sound.
This, mate, was a bargain. Full MOT, taxed, clean as a whistle. Get it round the clock again as well, as long as you don't thrash it.
So, how much did it cost?
Well, there was a few dealers interested, so I was lucky to get it.
You had to use the full 3.5 grand, eh?
Oh, there's some left.
Oh, well in.
There you go.
Cheers.
Excuse me. Do you mind having my husband back in 1 minute?
Sorry, I have been monopolising him a bit.
Excuse me, but you've hardly said 2 words to me all night.
I was just trying to be social.
With one person.
Well, we've got a lot in common. I didn't want to be stuck in the middle of doctors all night.
Oh, and I did. Yeah, well, I'd watch her if I was you.
Well, she's like that with everyone, I dare say.
Not from what I've seen.
Oh, she's just having a bit of fun, that's all.
Yeah, well, don't go getting any ideas, right? She might remind you of Patricia, but she's not going to be another Patricia.
There's only one woman I've got eyes for, and that's you.
But still, the building is attractive.
My dad's still at work.
No, he's down the harvester.
Have you had a row?
We don't have to have a row for him to go to the pub, you know.
How did that anchor on school?
Oh, he was buzzing when he came in. Got picked straight away for the football team at games. A couple of the lads even thanked him for getting rid of Imelda.
Where were they when he needed some backup, eh?
That doesn't matter now, he's through it. Reading between the lines, I don't think he was the only one who was relieved Imelda had been excluded. From what he said, she wasn't exactly Little Miss Popular with the other kids.
Why they just didn't kick her out?
Well, that's what they're planning on.
Finally.
From what's been said, she'll come back for a few days while they work through the procedures. Then she'll be excluded permanently.
No more Imelda. Our aunt will be made up.
Hopefully this whole nightmare's finally over for us.